Brandi Glanville exhausted, says freaky face parasite put her in debt. RHOBH alum Brandi Glanville shared that she is exhausted after her freaky face parasite put her in debt. She has been struggling for some time with her face and has gone through all of her resources trying to find a solution. So what is next for the mother of two? Keep reading for more details. Brandi Glanville exhausted and in debt. A little over 2 years ago, Brandi Glanville headed to Morocco to film RHUGT. The former RHUBH star had already done one before, so she was used to the process. Sadly for her, she was sent home early for allegedly sexually assaulting co-star Caroline Manzo. All of the backlash supposedly caused Brandi to lose work, and she was struggling. Eventually, she turned to OnlyFans as a way to support herself, but a parasite that invaded her face took away her looks. Initially, it was stress that was causing facial problems, but little did she know what was around the corner. Dental problems also plagued Brandi, and she was shelling out an immense amount of cash, searching for an answer. Plastic surgeon Terry Dobrow offered to help her find the cure. She did meet with him, but she seems to still be on a search for answers. According to the former model, she has spent 6 figures, and it has drained her emotionally and financially. Although her insurance has helped, Brandi Glanville spent around $113,000 on obtaining treatment. Her ultimate goal is to find a doctor who is determined to help her get back on track. Yet she has made it clear it is not just for her sake, but for others who have reached out to her since this started. The fan backlash. RHOB's fans have not had the kindest things to say about Brandi Glanville and her situation. They have felt it was self-inflicted, and she did too much to her face. However, she has disputed these claims. Despite coming out with her story, some still want to know what happened to Brandi's face. What happened to Brandi? She doesn't look like her ex. This is what happens when you're not nice in life. Respectfully. Love you always. This is so heartbreaking what she did to herself. Can't even recognize her. Something bad is very wrong. There are some followers who have praised her natural look and hope she finds answers. As for her face, Brandi Glanville has no answers and is still stuck. Brandi Glanville is no stranger to chaos, but even by her own wild standards, this one's a doozy. That outspoken Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum has revealed that she's been battling something far scarier than reality TV drama, a rare facial parasite that she claims has left her physically drained, emotionally wrecked, and shockingly, deep in debt. I thought I was getting a weird rash, Brandi told Reality Rehab Weekly in an exclusive and barely coherent Zoom interview, her face swathed in gauze and her hair piled into what can only be described as a panic bun. I assumed it was just a reaction to a new skincare line I was trying. It was like a volcanic clay infused with Himalayan goat placenta, super rare, but trendy, you know. It wasn't until her face began to swell in freaky, asymmetrical ways that Brandi realized she was dealing with something far more sinister. I looked like a Picasso painting gone rogue, she confessed. One eye was up here, she gestured toward her forehead, and my cheekbone was doing something that defied gravity. At first I thought it was filler migration, but then stuff started moving under my skin. Like slithering. Doctors were baffled. Some accused her of overfilling. Others said it was stress. But one brave Beverly Hills dermatologist dared to run a full parasitological analysis. The result? A rare microscopic parasite known only as Cryptophacius glanbulonus, believed to originate from improperly sanitized spa tools in an undisclosed country Brandi swears she totally cannot name because of legal reasons. I knew something was wrong when I could feel it wiggling when I put on concealer, she said, sipping lukewarm green tea and tearing up. I've been through cheating scandals, legal drama, and Lisa Vanderpump, but this thing, this face freak, it broke me. Treatment wasn't simple or cheap. According to Brandi, the parasite had lodged itself in the subcutaneous tissues of her cheek and temple, making it extremely difficult to remove without risking permanent facial damage. I had to undergo 6 facial reconstructions, she said, and none of them were for aesthetic reasons. Do you know how tragic that is for a housewife? At one point, Brandi says the parasite caused facial spasms that made her accidentally wink at Andy Cohen during a Watch What Happens live taping. He thought I was flirting. I was literally just trying not to scream. The road to recovery wasn't just painful, it was expensive. My insurance called it an elective cosmetic anomaly, she explained with an eye roll that tugged on still healing stitches. Like sorry, but since when is fighting off an invasive alien worm optional? Desperate for relief, Brandi says she tried everything from holistic crystal facials to psychic energy cleansings into Panda Canyon. One woman had me lie in a salt circle while she hummed Dua Lipa songs. It didn't help, but I felt very spiritually hydrated. Eventually, Brandi flew to Zurich for a controversial treatment involving laser detox, leech therapy, and what she describes only as a smoothie that tasted like boiled batteries. The procedure reportedly cost over $50,000. Do you know how many cameos I have to film to make that back? She wailed. Now in recovery, Brandi admits that the experience has left her emotionally scared and financially obliterated. I had to sell 2 handbags and an entire wine fridge, she said. And not just any handbags, we're talking vintage Chanel. Sacrifices were made. In true Brandi fashion, however, she's already turning tragedy into potential profit. I'm working on a podcast series called Face Invader, she teased. It's a mix of true crime, beauty horror stories, and wellness advice. Kind of like if Dateline met Sephora. She's also in talks with several streaming platforms about a docuseries tentatively titled Parasite and the City, in which she'll recount her ordeal while revisiting spa horror stories from other celebrities. You'd be shocked how many people have parasites, she said. It's Hollywood's dirty little secret. Like bad Botox or Kristen Doubt, friends say Brandi is regaining her confidence, even if she's still in recovery. She's been through hell, said one anonymous RHOBH castmate. But knowing Brandi, she'll turn this into a whole damn fashion line, probably call it Infested and Fabulous. As for her future on Real Housewives, Brandi says she's open to returning, but with conditions. I want parasite insurance in my contract, she said flatly, and I'm not filming any scenes near Koi Ponds, Day Spas, or Lisa Rinna's house. That woman gives me hives. With her medical bills still mounting, Brandi has also launched a GoFundMe, jokingly titled, Help Brandi Deworm Her Face. Fans have already contributed thousands, many leaving messages of support and skincare tips in the comments section. I'm not ashamed, Brandi declared. I was attacked by a micro-monster, my face was the battlefield, and now, I'm the survivor. While others might shy away from the spotlight during a personal crisis, Brandi Glanville's taking a different route, one that includes reality TV pitches, wine-scented candles with the tagline Exercise Your Face, and a possible TikTok live series where she lets fans watch her apply makeup without fear. If I can warn just one influencer about the dangers of spa-grade horror, I've done my job, she said. Also, I really need to pay off that Zurich bill before they send debt collectors riding golden segways. As for the parasite, they said they got it all, Brandi sighed. But sometimes, when I close my eyes, I still feel it. Twitch. Whether that's PTSD or just a lingering side effect of too much Botox, one thing's for certain. Brandi Glanville is exhausted, broke, but never boring, and Hollywood wouldn't have it any other way.